This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is March 9th, 2021. And we are at 2760 Queens Garden Drive, Thousand Oaks, California, in Sherwood area. And we're performing an area drain inspection. Right now we're going to run our line through, we're going to run our camera through a 12 by 12 area drain grate. Looks like we've got a 6-inch area drain line, PVC area drain line. So we're going to drop our camera down into the area drain, and we're going to begin running out toward the front of the house. We're on the side of the house right now. We're going to begin running out toward the front. That's going toward the front yard, and this is going toward the backyard, going toward the golf course area. This is our area drain. So we're going to drop our camera down in there. We're going to run back toward the front of the house. Okay, a lot of debris. A whole lot of debris in the area drain lines. Or in this area drain line anyway. We're just going to push back as far as we can push. We'll see where we get to. And then we'll move our camera equipment accordingly. And we'll shut down the water after, so we can get a good clear picture, check all the joints. Hopefully we get quite a ways, get through a couple of these area drains at least. They're spread out pretty far. Kind of hard to push in a 6-inch line with turns in it. Getting harder to push. That's about it. So we're going to locate this area and see where we're at. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we located our camera and we're pretty close to another inlet. Hopefully we can keep pushing and make it to that point. I think we're fine though. I can see it. I don't see any issues. And that's the inlet. We can actually see the light coming down from the top. There's a lot of debris, a lot of mud, rocks in the line, and unfortunately we can't push out any further. So we're going to pull back now. We're going to take a look at the line all the way back. And we're going to go around the back, going to run through the area drains, and then we're going to transition to the front yard and take a look at the few drains out in front. Pulling back, they said you got a lot of dirt and debris in the lines, but not terrible. Certain areas we have more than others. And it is 6-inch PVC, and so far all the joints look to be in fair and maintainable condition. Looks like we have a little bit of a bubble right there, possibly in the PVC. Could be a root trying to push in, or could have gotten kinked when installing it and compacting it. Okay, and now we're coming back to where we have quite a bit of water running, so we're going to shut the water down.
Oh, you wanted me to do it?
we're going to continue pulling back. We shut the water down. Making a couple of turns. Pipe bubbled up right there at the joint a little bit, but nothing to be concerned about. A little bit of a belly in the PVC holding some water right here, but we got a lot of debris, and that's what's causing that more than likely. There's a lot of rocks, a lot of mud. We ran a lot of water, but this really needs to be hydrojetted and cleaned out real well, because that'll keep building up and compacting and cause stoppages. Right here we're probably 30% compacted with mud and debris. And now we're actually in the water a little bit. Now we're pulling up, and we're going to start to run down the drain line out toward the backyard area. Rinse our camera lens off a little bit. We're just going to push out as far as we can here. And then we'll move our equipment, which appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. So push out as hard as we can, and then we'll pull back a little slower. Now we're hitting a T transition in the back. Got quite a bit of rocks. And now we're coming up an area drain. We'll go see where we're at real quick. Hey, what do you mean?
Can't get it to let me see.
I got a big one. Come on, Kapu. Okay, we've run out to area drain. As you're facing the house from the front, we're in the far right corner of the property. We're going to pull back. We hit a T. We're going to run through the line going in the opposite direction, hopefully through the T, and maybe get through some of the backyard. Continuing to pull back. Drain line and the joints all appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. A little bit of debris in the line, but not bad back here. Pulling up and out of our 12 by 12 inlet. Got a little water on our camera lens. Gonna pause. We're gonna move our equipment now to the backyard. Okay, we're gonna begin running through another area drain, which is located at the corner of the property.
went ahead and located this area. And it's just, again, the right-hand corner of the river.
Gonna see if this leads us through the backyard a little bit. Dropping down in. So far it appears that we're going straight. And looks like we're in green SDR plastic here, not PVC. I'll push out and see where it takes us. Then we'll locate, see if we see any major inlets. Okay, making a turn. And we're going to make another turn. Looks like we've got a branch here. I'm going to pause for a moment and try and locate this area. Okay, we are about 7 feet deep and we're going off the hillside going toward the golf course. Just going to push out and see exactly where we run to. So we're running downhill now. We're pretty deep. Looks like we're coming to a termination point here, and we do see daylight, and we are terminating out on the street, in the curb area, the walkway area, going toward the bridge off of the golf course in the back. And the line looked to be pretty much wide open. So we're going to pull our camera back and we're going to run through a couple more area drains in the backyard, and then we got 1 or 2 in the front. So we have green SDR plastic piping, which is a pretty heavy gauge area drain piping. And the line looks to be pretty clear. Joints look to be in fair and maintainable condition. Turn. That's our transition to another drain. Make another turn. Got out quite a ways on this one. All the piping, all the joints appear to be in pretty fair condition. A little bit of debris in here. Does need to be flushed out. Have some rocks and such. We're coming up and out of our area drain. We're going to move our camera equipment to the next one. I'm going to try and go out a ways and see if we can get through a couple more. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to resume our area drain inspection. We've got a 4-inch area drain outlet that is back adjacent to it's the back of the house by the patio area here, and I believe that might be just trash area right here. We're going to begin running through. We're going to run through going out. See if we can get our camera pushed in there. See how far we go. A lot of times in 4-inch we can't get too far. Try it. little debris on our camera lens. Hopefully we can clear it. Now we're stuck. Get stuck in the joint. There's too many turns and hard, sharp T's, and the camera just doesn't want to go. We're going to pull it out. Pull our camera out of here. I mean, the line appears to be clear, but can't get too far. Got out 30 feet. A lot of mud in the line. Bring back a lot of mud on our camera cable. We're going to move and try and go out to a larger area drain box. It's toward the other end of the property, adjacent to the garage area. Okay, we're adjacent to the driveway area now. We're at the end of the backyard, right off the driveway, and we got another 6-inch area drain. Push our camera in. See if we can get a ways. And we have another inlet right here. So far we look to be okay. A little bit of debris in there. And we got a T here. We're going to make our turn. In the 6-inch we can make those type of T's and the turns. We can't always do that in 4-inch. Running out. Run out of ways and see what it looks like. And we're going to hit another turn, which is going to make it very difficult to try and push. And another inlet. We're not pushing a foot at a time, but we're still making it. And keep trying to push. Pause for a moment. Continue trying to push out. about maxed out here. We're not going to get anywhere here. We're going to locate this area, so we're going to pause for a moment.
Not to hurt it more.
Okay, I'm going to pull back, and we're actually heading out to the front yard. So we're going to run through one more area drain back here and double check it and see if it sweeps to the front, and then we're going to move our equipment to the front yard. Take a look at this line on the way out. Piping is white PVC, 6-inch PVC. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition from what we can see. Joints look to be okay. Making a turn. A lot of sand in this line and a lot of dirt. Turn. Quite a bit of mud, dirt, debris in the line here. A couple more drain inlets. Okay, pulling up and out of this drain inlet. We're going to move our camera to the next opening, and we're going to take a look and just see which way this thing is sweeping and where it's going, whether it's going downhill or whether it's running out toward the front.
Audio's on.
Okay, we're at the back of the property. We're on the left-hand side, far left-hand side of the yard, as you're facing the yard from the back of the house. Okay, and we're going to begin running through our 6-inch SDR area drain line. Some debris and mud in there. All these lines need to be fleshed out really well. Either that or it'll start compacting and it will stop up. Joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're in a little belly now, holding a little bit of water back. Got a dip, a little dip in the line. Now we're draining again. A little debris. Trying to get past it. Kind of hooked on the camera. Let's see if we get past that. I think we did. I believe we're going to run down the back of the hillside off of this one and then run out by the walking area off the golf course. Out quite a ways, and I think we're about stuck. So we're going to locate this area. Okay, we located this area, and we are running out and down the backside of the hill. We're almost to the transition point where it would run down the hill. We didn't quite make it that far. Kind of difficult to get out that far. But we're out 140 feet, which is pretty good. So we're going to pull back now, just take a look at this, and then we're going to transition and we're going to go out to the front yard. This has some debris. in the line, as I said. And mud, silt and sand. We have our belly right here. Belly in the line. Little debris on the camera lens. Make that turn. We're into more water. Into another belly here a little bit. Pulling back. Didn't see any major breaks, no major root intrusions. Looked to be in pretty good condition except for all the debris. And then again, the debris isn't terrible. I've seen a lot worse. But it does need to be flushed out. Here you got some rocks, mud. Difficult to see. Coming back toward our area drain inlet. And we'll transition to the front yard, and we're going to run through a couple of drains out there. Again, we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're out in front of the house now. We're right in front of the garage area, and we're at a 12 by 12 area drain grate off the side of the driveway, off to the right side of the driveway as you're facing the driveway from the street. Let's see if we get in here. Makes a turn, making a sweep.
I'll get that stuff.
We're in white, 6-inch white PVC. We're gonna run through for a minute and see which way it's going.
Another tie-in right there.
Yeah,
Let's see
we're
what
gonna take a look and see where we're at right now. Okay, we've located this tie-in, and we're going back toward the backyard again. So this drain in the front is actually sweeping and going back to the backyard and then out over the hill. So we're gonna pull back. Then we're gonna transition to one of the other drains toward the front yard area to see how the drain looks and which way it's going. This drain line, 6-inch PVC, going underneath the driveway area, appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Has some debris in there, a little bit of dirt, but again, not terrible on this line. I'm going to pause for a moment, move our equipment. Front yard area, and going to begin running through another 6-inch area drain line. It's a 12 by 12 grate that's right in front of the house, right in front of the, looks like the dining room area. A little bit of debris in that line. It looks like we're heading out, and more than likely, from what I can see, this is heading back toward the driveway. And more debris in the line. inlet, and we've got a couple 4-inch area drains along the house that tie into this line. Just gonna run out as far as we can. Turn. We're going to locate this area real quick. Pause for a moment. Okay, we look to be in pretty good shape. We got all the way back to the driveway in front of the garage area again, so this line's clear. And that will conclude our area drain inspection. Pull back, take a look at the line on the way out. I got a little frog. They love area drains. And we're going to keep pulling back. And that will be the conclusion of our area drain inspection around the property. We looked at most of the drains. We didn't look at all of them. And we got through quite a few without having to run through each and every one. And we're pulling up and out of our area drain inlet. And that will conclude our area drain inspection.